Hello and welcome back to episode 21 of the Championship Manager Lockdown Challenge. I'm going to try and whiz through this one as quick as possible. As like the last video, still feeling like absolute dog shit right now. Cough, cold, sore throat. Not COVID, thankfully, it seems, with the new variant being out. But yeah, so a little summary of today's episode is we're carrying on with the Northern Ireland stuff. We're going to chuck a few league games in just because they are backing onto some quite good teams in the division that we can try and see what we're doing, but very much the focus on Northern Ireland. Again, if you are new around here, please drop a sub to the channel, please drop a like, all that good stuff. Let's get on with it. So obviously at the end of the last episode, we had that Tottenham job come up. We didn't take it. It went to someone quite terrible in the end. I can't remember who it went to. Let's have a quick look. I think it's a player manager or a new manager. But it just felt dirty. I couldn't do it. I didn't go for it. Stuart McCall, but I think he's a player manager. Yeah, he is. He's got the job. I don't know if he's turned it around. I don't think there's been many games since he come back into it, to be honest. The Blackburn job also came up. They sacked Roy Hodgson. I didn't go for that either. Same for Forest. Forest actually came in for me. Premier League team. It looked actually more interesting than the other two. Less money, I think, but quite a good. Obviously, Pierre Van Hooydonk's very good on the game, and I just want to try a few of the tactics and things that I'm trying with him. But yeah, just decided to stay at Salamanca. It's more of an enjoyable save. I've got a team. I've got some good players in there. I'm not expecting too much this season, but you know. We also had a request from Barcelona to be put on the transfer list. He wants to go to a bigger club. We said no. And Sevilla signed Velisca for £4.1 million on deadline day. Wasn't enough time for us to spend it, so we didn't. So we have actually got a little bit of money in the kitty when the window reopens in January, should we need to. I think 2 spaces or so. We've got a few we can try and move on as well, but no one new in the team. In terms of fixtures, I think we started with Zaragoza in the Cup. Yeah, with Zaragoza in the Cup. So we won 2-0 at home. Good win in the home leg. Goals from Chiangi and Vida. Yeah, not much else to say on that one really, but we're through to the Cup. I think that is part of the challenge this season. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I can't go how I'm feeling. I can't go and find that file. But then we drew 2-2 away at Oviedo. We were 2-0 a goal down twice, but we came back both times to get the draw. Chiangi and Vida grabbing the goals there. We did then have Betis, another 2 draw in the league. Finidi George and Baraka getting the goals for them, and Fetis, a new signing on the right wing. He was going through at the end of the last episode. He finally signed from them. I can't pronounce it. He's doing okay. His average rating isn't backing that up, but he scored on his debut in this game, along with the postman getting a goal as well. We lost 3-1 in the reverse tie of the cup, but it's enough to go through on away goals. The postman getting our goal again, and I can feel my nose running as we're talking. So if I do sort of disappear and there's a lot of cuts in the video, you know why it is, because I'm blowing my nose and probably coughing and all sorts. We then did have a 3-2 last minute loss to Tenerife. Mailman, postman again with our goal, really on fire this season. And we're 10 in 10 for him. Barcelona, he can go to a bigger club if he wants. He's not justifying anything at the moment, but yeah, as you can see, last minute, 90th minute from Ito wins them the game. I think they always had the lead in the game. We were always battling back. But we're not here for that today. We're here primarily for Northern Ireland. We've got Azerbaijan in the league, in the group. So again, it's another game we'd probably expect to be winning, probably winning fairly comfortably. We've had a few injury situations, so McMahon's not made it back in time, or he did make it back and then got injured again. Aaron Hughes we've called up, he's injured as well. We've had a few others. Steve Morrow right back, he's injured as well. So not really much to report on player-wise, and you probably don't even know who they are even if I did. So let's just crack on. That's probably the quickest we've got to a match ever. 4 minutes on my clock. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, and we might have a little bit of sporadic uploading schedule. I've got quite, as I've mentioned in a few videos, I'm recording these in a bulk in advance where and when I can. My daughter's currently off school. We're keeping her off. We made the decision, depending when this comes out. I don't know how far ahead I am on recording, but we will be keeping her off school, so I don't know how I'll be able to squeeze as many episodes in as they go down to 10 men. I'm just waiting for the inevitable goal and then probably a few more to follow it, but it's not happening after half an hour, and they get a chance. No doubt they're going to score their first shot, and they don't, unfortunately. I don't think they've got any players. I think they're a full grey team. If you're not 100% sure what I mean by that, you get teams in this game, you get countries in particular if they haven't got a lot of players or any players sort of uploaded in the database, or they're just not very good. They have greyed out players who take their place each game, and they sort of change every game. As we go 1-0 for Paul McVeigh, so good start for us. The 3 points is all that matters really. The performance, I'd rather win dirty 1-0 than have to, play fantastic, a lot of chances, and draw 0-0 or whatever. But we get points in our challenge for wins in this thing. So getting it against the teams we should be getting them against, fantastic. Gives us a good sort of run going into the tougher games against the tougher teams. I think it's Turkey off the top of my head, and I can't remember who the other team is. Portugal perhaps, I can't remember. Fitzgerald gets his goal. We've got him up and running. His international career hadn't really got going before we became manager. He's up and running now. Another goal for him. We're not going to make any changes. Can we get 4-0? Unfortunately not. 3-0, that'll do. I don't think the other teams in our league or our group are playing at the moment. Let's have a look, see if we can get the table to populate. We'll come back to it because there's going to be a bit of loading. So here we are, we're back at the results, and yeah, no one else in Group 9 is playing yet, so let's have a look how we're doing. That should be us top. In fact, they've all played already, so we are 8 goals, 0 conceded, but we have played the 2 worst teams in the group, Turkey, Czech Republic and Romania, so we've actually got 3 other good teams in that group. We need to just try and scrap whatever we can out of them. A couple of wins would be nice just to get the points on the challenge rather than actually getting Northern Ireland to a title. I'm a Republic of Ireland fan myself, half Irish, half English, so don't really care what Northern Ireland do outside of this challenge. Let's have a look how the Republic are doing, and England as well. Ireland third in their group, currently behind Finland and Denmark. Okay, and England, Scotland are third as well, just behind Iceland and Holland. Obviously, we've got an Iceland player. How's he doing? He's doing okay. We might have to look at getting him back into the team now. Maybe he's gone up a little bit of a level. England looking good. Italy not looking so good. Interesting. Okay, 2 goal assists in a season is a new record for Paul McVeigh. Makes you wonder what Northern Ireland were doing before this, but we'll cut now till we got 2 Salamanca games, so we'll cut to that fixture. Okay, we're at Saturday, so I assume 1 click will take us into the game. It does. So in between that, we had a bit of news. So we got offered the Wolves job, the Crystal Palace job, the Bristol City job, I think the Brechin job, and Hartlepool and Plymouth. That was it. Quite a few. Unfortunately, because I've named both profiles Kiota Gaming, I don't actually know which one they're offering it, whether it's the Salamanca guy or the out of work one. I don't really know. But either way, we're not interested. So we also had bids for Conway. We turned them down. We've got our goalkeeper is unhappy. There was something else happened, but not too important. But here we are, 6th place. We're going up against Atletico Madrid in 11th today. Who have they got in their ranks? Juninho back from that long-term injury. I think that was start of this season. They got Caminero. They got Lars Bohinen in there. He is transfer listed, I think. Yeah, he is. Might be someone to look at. They got Juan Veron. Got him early on for quite cheap. They got Patrick Vieira in there. Transfer listed? What the hell? Okay, fair enough. If we were a bigger club with a bit more reputation, I'd be certainly looking at bringing him in. Orlando Trustful, bit of a strange one there. I remember him at Sheffield Wednesday, yeah. He's been on being at Bayern Munich, been in Germany, come back on the cheap, or cheaper, to Atletico. But we're going to jump in. So our form, although we are, did we say 6th? We have been on a little bit of a slide. We're going to put Vida back in because we were playing quite well with him in the team. He got injured, and then we luckily had Fetis come in, but didn't quite. He's done okay. We got Milanovic back as well. So we're going to bring White out for him. I think we need to bring a non-foreign defender in really here, just because I think we've got too many already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we need to put an English striker in as well. It's got to be Haitley. We might go for the Icelandic legend. We'll go with him, but we'll see what we can get away with today. If we can scrape another 2-2 draw, perhaps. Seems to be a lot of those, or look like they're going to be close to 2-2 draws. But Atletico Madrid, it's a different kettle of fish in terms of opponent today than those other games. So Zaragoza are quite tough, quite a good team, some good players. A couple of those draws were a bit disappointing, really. So Atletico Madrid really is the one we need to see where we stand with as they go 1-0 up. But I mean, we're not judging our season based off Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, any of that. And I think we've got Barcelona next. A swerving dip from nothing. Those goals I hate, where they just sort of come from nowhere. And yeah, we don't get many of them, but they do happen against you a fair bit. We do get one back. I think it was the postman again. I think I saw an M. Oh no, it's Milan. I saw an M. It's just, there was a lot more letters there, which I failed to make that joke in one of the last videos with a lot of letters and postman. I failed to make that joke and that connection. But a lot of letters and a postman isn't the mailman, unfortunately. But we're in this game, 2-1 down. We got a lot of players on 7, doing quite well. We hopefully can, if we can get the next one, we look at that 2, or we'll see if we can push on and grab the 3rd. We might. Oh, Vieira, the transfer list is not doing anything to his morale, to damage his morale as he still. Oh, it's Vieri. Okay, they got Vieri, Veron, and Vieira in their ranks. Maybe it wasn't Vieira I saw earlier. I saw him in the team, but maybe he's not playing. I thought I saw him have a shot earlier, but maybe it wasn't. But we're playing well. We're just not scoring. We're going to take out. We're going to bring on Hadji's regen for Beaumorto, who's having a bit of a stinker in all fairness. Juan Ramon Lopez is number 6. Who is that? That's a defender, isn't it? We've only got him in there really, and we're going to take out. I mean, the mailman's done all right this season. We're going to take out Barcesian. He's not scoring goals. We're going to put him up front. The Icelandic. Oh, free kick. I mean, a red card, 75 minutes. Probably not going to mean anything really, is it? We have a chance to get one back immediately, but we needed that really, I would say, to have any chance of getting anything out of this game. We might still get 1 if we're lucky, but we're not going to get 2 back, I wouldn't have thought. In fact, I'd say in chasing this, we're probably going to get 1 against us, even against 10 men. Atletico Madrid are just that good. We're just not quite there yet. We do get 1. I think that was a short name. That might have been the mailman. Postman. Oh, it's Favre, the new centre midfielder. A bit of a mixed start to his season so far. He's done well. He's obviously got the goal here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to quite have enough time to grab the equaliser. A bit like the last game. 3-2 loss. A bit unfortunate, really. Probably deserved more. We deserved more in that last game. We probably at least a draw. I'd say we probably with good value for a draw in that game as well. So I think it's Barcelona next. We'll be back for that one next. It just gets easier, doesn't it? See you shortly. Okay, so here we are. We haven't got Barcelona next. We've actually got a cup game. It's been sandwiched in right where we wanted to play. So it's next. So we might actually, because we've done this as quite a quick video, we might actually do the 2 games. So we're going to stick where we are, I think. Can we do any more foreign players? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was thinking of maybe putting Shevchenko. Do you know what? We're going to swap Barcesian. He's not really doing it at the moment. We're going to give the cup game a go. Although it's an important game, we need to try and win. I am going to give him a run out. See what we can do. He nearly scores, but the rebound falls to Chiangi, George Weir's regen, and we have a 1-0 lead in the first leg. So great start. But yeah, so this was going to be looking like an under 15-minute video. It's probably going to be just an under 20-minute video now because we're playing 4 games though. It's all good content. It's all good stuff. We can't quite get the second one though, so hopefully we can bounce back here with another win, get a good cup run going. In between that last game, I did a tactical nose blow, tactical cough, all that stuff, so hopefully it lasts enough through this game. I've done it practically through every little break in recording. But we also saw Damien Duff finally left Blackburn Rovers. He's gone to Glasgow Rangers, so a bit controversial there. I'm pretty sure he's Catholic, I'm not too sure, so going to Rangers is a bit of a controversial move. But obviously we don't care about that too much in this game, in this timeline or fake universe, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. What else happened? Bolton sat their manager, Oxford sat their manager, so I look forward to getting offered those jobs shortly as well. It's good to see we've got the reputation to be offered jobs, but they're both, well, Bolton was Division 1, I don't know where Oxford were, probably Division 2, possibly Division 1. Not of any interest to us as we go 2-0 up, and I didn't see the goal score. If it was either Weir or Mailman. Yeah, it was Weir again. I saw the Mailman involved, I think, so maybe he got the assist. As they get the away goal, which is a bit disappointing. If we can maybe add a 3rd and keep it at 3-1, that would be quite good. That would be nice, actually, in actual fact. If we could maybe see Shevchenko's, there he goes. I was about to say, if we could just see him do something, he actually does. He goes and scores. I was actually about to take him off for the Icelandic guy. We might bring the Icelandic guy on anyway, but now, yeah, if we can just keep it at 3-1, keep it solid, keep that as the, to take into the next game. Oh, we have actually got some yellow cards. This we're gonna make some changes. What we can do? Change. We'll put the mailman up front. We've still got 2 forwards up front now, and we're gonna bring. We're gonna put Diego on for Favre. He's on set pieces. I don't know who's going to go on to them now. Mailman has a good chance there to take a 4-1 lead into the game, but keeper saved it, I think, or something happened. It didn't go in anyway. But if we can just peter out this last few minutes of the game, I'd be more than happy with that. I'm just trying to think of a question for the day, really, just to feel, because there's not much happening at the end of the game. There's a few shots, but not too much, as they're probably going to go and get 3-2. They don't, fortunately. We get the 3-1 lead. Hopefully that will be enough for us to get through the third round. I don't know what that is next in the Copa del Rey. Is it quarters? Cadiz get thumped by Real Madrid 4-2. I'm going to assume they've rotated. I'm not too sure. They had a red card, Yapstam at Real Madrid, because why not? I don't know if we knew about that, possibly. But yeah. So we're going to skip forward to... There we go, we've been offered the... Oh, Brian Hamilton, Northern Ireland manager, has been offered the job of Wolves now. That's interesting. Obviously, because I'm international manager, maybe your average rate, your reputation is a bit higher because you can't just get those jobs normally. So that's why. But we're going to say no, obviously. And we'll be back for the Barcelona game, which I think is tomorrow. Yep, it was indeed. And one day, I think it was about 2 or 3 days break, we got offered... Brian Hamilton's now getting offered all the jobs. Plymouth, I think, was the latest to be offered. And you can't split between club and country on this. It's one or the other. League table-wise, we're down to 9th. Barcelona up to 2nd. It's starting to take a little bit more of a natural kind of shape, really. Atletico Madrid have jumped us to 8th in the league, obviously, with that last result beating us. But like I say, we're not judging our season off of those 3 games or those 6 games over the course of the season. It's not going to have much of an impact of what we do. Bossigian, he's playing well. He's getting the assists. Do we stick him? But I mean, I think for such a big game, we've got to stick with what you know, haven't you? Really, I think we've got to. I should have put Haitley on the bench so we have an all-out striker. But do you know what? I think we can always do some moving around with the players we've got, so it gives us that opportunity. But we're just really looking not to be thumped here. The players they've got, the team they've got, the money they've got. I mean, we saw them at the end of last season. I think we had a quick look at them. They were in debt, I think. I mean, they've got about 30 million in the bank now, so the board have obviously chucked a load in there and maybe sold a few players as well, but they got Conte on a free. But it's been disallowed. I didn't see who scored it, but fortunately it was disallowed. But you imagine they'll probably go straight up the other end and, well, not the other end, same end and score anyway. They do. Sabri Lamucci, they've signed him, I think, this season. Fantastic player, can play on that right-hand side. Probably the weakest spot in our team, I'd say, is that right wing. We've got about 3 players that can play there and none of them can do it. They can do it well, but they just don't do it consistently enough. They might show up for a couple of games and then disappear for a handful of games. But George Weir, if he's got a big fee, big club release clause, that's Lamucci again. If he's got a big club release clause, I would be very unsurprised if it gets triggered very, very soon. But if we can just avoid a bit of a tub thumping in this game, then I'd be absolutely delighted. But I'm saying tub not get thumped. We're actually... Chianga, he could have had a hat-trick. He could have had 4. We should be possibly winning this game. Maybe not winning the game, but doing better than 2-1 down. Certainly, level the game. He should have had a couple there. We're giving them a game. We're not... We could still end up getting thumped, don't get me wrong. But we're giving them an absolute run for their money here. The minnows of Salamanca. You know, we've probably got... They've probably got players in their team who earn more in a season than our whole team does. But the decision has paid off. Barsigian has got his goal. He's back in the goals. We're 2-2 away at the new camp. It didn't last long, did it? I did not expect that to last. Maybe expected it to last a bit longer than that, but Sonny Anderson, fantastic striker in this game, puts them 3-2 up. 4-2 up. And that's what happens. They can just turn a game in a moment. The players they've got. But Barsigian, we're not done yet. 4-3. I mean, we could go and score 4 here and they could go and score 8, let's be honest. Our defence, we know, is our weakest spot in the team. There we go. 5-3. We're good going forward, but we're terrible at the back. But, you know, we're giving Barcelona something to think about here. Oh, that was going to be 6-3 then. I think that would be harsh. I think a 5-4... Oh, 6-3. That's harsh. You don't always get your just desserts in the game. They have been the better team. They do deserve to win. But I'd say 6-3 is a little bit flattering to them and a little bit harsh on us, possibly. We're going to bring some changes in just to give some players a bit of a experience of this game. Spread the love, I guess, so to speak. Oh, if we could have scored that, made it 6-4, that might have been a bit more respectable, I guess. We still could. We're still having chances, but our main set-piece goal scored. But Changi, he's got 2. Barsigian's got 2. 6-4. I mean, obviously, Anderson's got 4 on his own. He's got 5 on his own. We obviously saw Georgie Weir's player do 4, I think, in a game, I think, recently. A recent episode, or 7-5. What is this game? Salamanca playing Barcelona at their own game. Unfortunately, not completely, because we are 7-6 with 5 minutes to go. What are we witnessing? What are we witnessing? I'm glad I came back for this game, because you would not believe me if I'd done this offline. You would not have believed me in the slightest. 7-6. Good value for money. In fact, if anything, we had more shots than them. Same on target. One less off target. Possession was fairly equal. Yeah, I mean, we gave them... I mean, at the end of the day, we still don't get the 3 points. We still lose. But we showed that we are here to mean business in this league. And if we can go up and stay up this season, I will love it. Just bringing that back again. I'm not doing that skit again. I'm certainly not doing anything on video while my face looks like this, because my nose, I'm all puffy, I'm all red, I'm all horrible. I mean, you could say I look like that anyway, but, you know, especially this week, we're not running. I've not run since Friday. It's now Tuesday, and I'm feeling so crap for that. But Real Madrid lose to Santander, which probably hurts us even more. I bet they've jumped above us, haven't they? Yeah, of course they have. Real Madrid lose when it hurts us. But looking at the league table, the goals scored, we're already only one behind Espanyol, who are top. We're ahead of everyone else. I mean, obviously the goals conceded is absolutely woeful. We actually conceded the most in the league. But, I mean, we're little Salamanca. It's what we do. We're going to let in bucket loads, but we're going to score bucket loads. You score 4, we'll score 5. Or you score 7, we'll score 6, unfortunately, as it seems to be in this occasion. But we are going to go again. Obviously, more to do. John Fashanu is new manager of Hartlepool, leaves Oldham. Where we're coming back next episode. Hopefully, it'll be able to edit down to be under 20 minutes still, this one. But we've got the Czech Republic next, which will be... Yeah, that's going to be a toughie. But we then do have a big break between the next one till March. So the episode will have to play a lot of Salamanca games in between recording, which is fine because I'm probably going to have time to do it. Not feeling well, daughter not at school, that stuff, as I've mentioned. So when are we looking at? So that's the 18th of November. How does that fit with Salamanca fixtures? 18th of November. So we've got Deportivo before it and Vallecano after it. Because we've done 4 here, we'll probably do a lesser one this side. Or we might come back for Deportivo, do the Northern Ireland game, and then do the Vallecano one after it, maybe. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look, but we'll do something around there. Deportivo is a good one. And obviously we've got the league. The Copa del Rey might come into it as well, because we've got the second leg around there. So if we manage to squeeze through, that might even factor into these games. I don't want to commit too far because cup games are going to affect it. But we're going to wrap it up there. If you've enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like. If you're new around here, drop a sub, all that good stuff. And hopefully next time when I come to record, or soon, my voice will be a little bit better, less husky, less deep and all that. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.